Good afternoon. Today we will get a view of the SM3 23PN signal receiver by SOLT company. The receiver displays a call signal from the buttons, and it is possible to connect up to 1000 buttons. I should admit that the most important peculiarity of this model is that there are 3 double-digit symbols at the display. For button registration, both letters and numbers can be used. As a rule, this receiver is installed in crowded staff areas. Its working range is 200 meters, and it can be increased with the help of the signal amplifier. One more peculiarity of the receiver is that the call melody option. It is possible to choose one out of 22 melodies for each button, which allows to identify it by ear. Now I will show you the main settings. Let's start with the most important. We've got menu button, volume control buttons, left-right buttons, and set power button. To turn on or turn off the device, one should hold the power button. To enter the menu, hold the menu button. All the menu sections start with the letter F. With the help of the up-down button, we can choose different sections. To enter a section, press the Set button. For the button registration, enter the F0 menu. Then we can give a name to our button. In this model, it can be double-digit. Let's choose number 1 by pressing the up-down button. Then press the left button. With the help of the menu button, we switch to the letter mode and name our button as A1. We press Set, and the receiver will ask to press the button, which we would like to name as A1. Then we press the button and the registration is completed. Now we'll register one more button. Let's name it B2. We press Set, and the receiver asks to press the button, so we press the button and the registration is completed. By holding the menu button, we get to the main display. The black button is registered as A1, the white one as B2. The peculiarity of this receiver model is that it can display 3 buttons. Let's register one more button and name it C3. So we enter again the F0 menu, press Set, choose number 3, press the left button. With the help of the menu button, we switch to the letter mode, choose C and press Set. With the help of the menu button, we get to the main display. We can see that the last pressed button is displayed as a large one. In the upper right corner, the previous one, and in the lower right corner, the button which was pressed first. How to adjust the volume? In order to do that, one doesn't need to enter the menu and just press volume. There are maximum 5 levels of volume. We choose the preferred one and press Set. That is all. Now let's proceed to sound settings. We enter the menu F1 and choose a melody. We can move up and down. There are 22 melodies in total. Let's choose the first one. We press Set, and the setting is completed. Finally, we press the menu to exit. Now we'll adjust the number displaying duration. So we enter the menu, choose F2 and press Set. Here we can see 30 seconds. This is the value in the default mode. Let's choose 5 seconds. We press Set. When, with the help of menu, we get to the main display. Now let's check. As you can see, the number of calls disappears in 5 seconds. Let's return the value to 30 as before. Now we'll set the number of repetition of a signal. In order to do that, we enter the menu, choose F3 and set. we can see that there is one repetition in the default mode. Let's change it into 3. So we press set, exit from the menu and check. Now the signal is repeated 3 times. The receiver has got an option which allows to choose a different melody of each button. Let's choose different melodies for our 3 buttons. So we enter the menu and select F4. Here we can see the name of the button and the number of a melody. Using the up-down button, we select the button, when press set, and choose a melody, for example 4. Then press set. The receiver will ask if we are sure, and we should press set one more time. The melody has changed. Now under A1 button we've got the melody number 4. Let's choose the melody number 21 for the C3 button. We press set 2 times. By holding the menu button, we get to the main display and check. A1, B2 and C3. Each of these buttons has got its own melody. Now we are going to adjust the repeated signal time. This is the time period after which the receiver will get one more signal from the pressed button. So we enter the menu, choose F5 and set. We can see number 3, there is an interval by default. Let's set 5 seconds. We should press set and exit with the help of the menu button. Let's check it. Now we'll press the button, and after the first pressing there will be no calls for 5 seconds. So we press the button and see that the signal is made, but the receiver does not respond, and there is a call only after 5 seconds. Now I will show how to rename the call button. In order to do that, we press menu, choose F6 and press set. We can see our buttons. With the help of the up-down button, we can choose a button which we would like to rename. We rename A1 and press set. Number 1 is blinking, so we can change it. We change it into 2, press set. The receiver asks if we are sure, and we should press set one more time. With the help of the menu, we go to the main display and check. Now the button is called A2. Now I will show you how to delete the button from the receiver by pressing. We should enter the menu and choose F7. Then we press set and see the number that indicates that are 3 buttons registered in our receiver. We press the set button, and the receiver asks to press the button we would like to delete. Let's delete the A2 button. The receiver will ask if we are sure to delete this button. So we press set and the button is deleted. Thus, the number of buttons has changed into 2. Through the menu button we go back, press the A2 button and nothing happens because it's deleted. Now let's see how to delete the button without using it directly from the receiver. We should enter the menu, choose F9, set, and we can see that now there are 2 buttons in the receiver. They are B2 and C3. For example, let's delete the B2 button then press set. The receiver will ask if we are sure, so we press set one more time. Thus the button has been deleted and the total number of buttons is 1. So let's check. We press B2 button and nothing happens. Also, we can delete all the receiver buttons just by several pressings. In order to do it, we enter the menu, press F8 and set. We can see all, that means all, and the number of buttons, 1. Then we press set and the receiver asks if we are sure, so we press set one more time. And all the buttons have been deleted. One of the useful options of the receiver can be used when we need to register a lot of buttons one by one. For that, we press and hold menu and set. And so enter the E1 menu. We've got 3 buttons, which we would like to register one by one. We press the set button. Each button will automatically receive a sequence number. Number 1, number 2, number 3. We press set, hold menu and enter the main display. Then let's check. All the buttons have been registered.